whether it was special teams, defense, Aidan, Jacoby, Brock, 2 weeks in a row, another team win. Would you discuss that aspect of it, please?
Yeah, pure team effort. I thought across the board. Did everything that we talked about, controlling the line of scrimmage, time of possession, not turning the ball over. The running game, I thought we were very efficient, especially in third down. Had some great opportunities there in the red zone. Defensively with a stop, and then offensively, I think we're 2 for 4 there. But just proud of this team, how resilient they are. Don't blink. They don't flinch. They just go out there and play. They love one another. And you can tell, obviously, they like playing the game of football.
Antonio, when you go back to training camp, this was kind of the blueprint for you guys. Get good, clean play from your quarterback, win the turnover battle, third down offense and defense. I know it's taken a while to kind of get here, but how satisfying is it to win this kind of a game the way you wanted to win it?
Yeah, again, I've been saying it. It's a word that every coach talks about, players, and everybody uses it, and it's cliche, it's a process. And just staying true to it, you know what I mean? And just, these guys really buying in, especially late in the season, the way it's gone. But I really, man, just proud of these guys, man, because it's not easy being in that situation that we're in. And a lot of guys can go either way, right? They can go the opposite, and they have not. They've kind of stuck to the script, and then obviously these young guys really playing their asses off.
Another game where Aidan made some plays with his feet. With that throw to Trey Tucker, bought a little bit of time. Can you talk about his match?
I thought just overall, man, throughout the game, him just going through his progression, very calm in the pocket, didn't have happy feet. Really a credit to the O-line of protection. I believe he only gave up 1 sack, and could have probably got rid of that ball. But for the most part, man, that group overall has really bought in. We talked about continuity amongst the 5. Now, second week of them guys playing consistent football, both in the passing game, protection, and in the run game.
What have you seen from Abdullah the last few weeks?
Man, found the youth. I mean, hell, I call him a ski mask, man. It's kind of amazing. I think me and Will talked about that was his first 100-yard game in his career, and to do that at 30-plus years old and kind of thrown in the fire late in the season, man, really hats off to him. Really resilient player, true pro. He's been that way throughout the time. Obviously, we asked him to be a special teams player and returner, and then he gets his opportunity to start today, and, I mean, he made the most out of it. Really some gritty runs on third down. And he's been a big factor in our passing game, and can't speak enough about him. I call him a ski mask man because that's his deal, man. And he's, the team really rallied around players like that. We don't have a lot of veterans, and to see him come out and really get his first 100-yard game and a victory is really good.
So how much enjoyment do you get out of, coaching a guy like Brock Bowers having the historic season that he's having? Just not only just seeing him do what he's doing, but just for you as a coach knowing that you kind of aided in the process.
Yeah, no, listen, he's just, like I said from day one, he was special when he walked in the door, and he was special again today. Doesn't want no attention. The team tried to grab him at the very end, and he want to break down the team in a team huddle. But all he cares about is winning and smiling. I mean, he can break records, but just watch him at the victories. That's the true Brock Bowers because he's a competitor. He's a true pro, and like I said, I mean, it's scary how good this kid could be.
Get a sense now that he's enjoying it
with the winning and the records that are coming.
Because we're winning.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Everything's more enjoyable when you win.
Antonio, tough travel day for you guys yesterday, but sounds like no excuses or anything like that. Did what you guys had to do.
No, we made it to kickoff. We got here at kickoff. That's all that mattered. I told our guys, just get here to kickoff. It is what it is. We can't control that. Wish we could, but these guys didn't blink, flinch. We got in at 1 o'clock in the morning, got up this morning and rolled.
AP, with all the injuries and guys out, you have a lot of young players who are really growing. Would you talk about the pride in your staff just for all these young players who are really growing into something?
Yeah, I think even when I was a player, I always, you always looked at teams and staffs when they play those younger guys and how that team developed throughout the season. And that's really a testament to our coaches because it's easy to coach the Max and the Christians of the world and, Jacoby's and all that. But when you got these young guys, say 27-plus on our team in their first and second year, there's a lot more details that goes into it, a lot more patience, and there's going to be mistakes. And it happened today, even in the win. But I think a credit really, I look at the 2 groups really that have the most is the D-line, and then you look at that, the tight end room with Luke, our O-line, having, some young guys there. Really just overall, man, the coaches is really not taking the easy route out. Not using an excuse, man, I ain't got this veteran, I don't have this all-pro player. Just coaching their asses off and really receptive with the players of just buying in and, again, putting extra hours and extra times before and after practice.
Last time I checked, they were 0-9 on third downs. You guys were close to 60% on third downs. Can you just talk about that situational football for you guys right there?
Yeah, again, between red zone, third down, back from OTAs and spring ball, that's all we worked on, and that's constantly part of the process we talked about with having a team effort and playing a complete game, and that's just something we work on each and every week. Obviously, every team in the league does, but it's something that we really emphasize because if we can keep those drives going, we feel good about it. In the league, the more and more you keep a defense on the field late in the season, you get the points and the scores that we were getting, especially offensively. And I thought defensively did a really good job. First half, a little bit more zone. Then second half, we came out and played man and got after the quarterback. And obviously, that led to 2 interceptions.
There's been a lot of speculation about your future here. The players are making a statement about that, or what do you think in response from the players?
I got no comment on that.
What is Michael Mayer showing you since he came back, and especially as a teammate?
Yeah, Big Mike, I missed him when he was gone. I mean, his personality, his energy, him in the run game and the passing game. I thought he had a hell of a job there on the third down, man. Just whenever Big Mike's smiling, talking, all that good stuff is good for our team. I just love the fact that between him and Brock, they're good teammates to one another. That's a difficult, thing that they got going on right there when one guy's having a lot of success and being talked about. And Mike just kind of understanding his role and get as much as we can feed him the ball, doing that as well.
You guys all set?
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, Brock. I'm just curious what's going through your head. I mean, you grew up loving the game. You dreamed of this kind of stuff. What's it mean to have accomplished it?
I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's always been like a childhood goal to play in the NFL, obviously, and then to come in here and, be able to catch as many balls as I did and get as many yards as I did. I mean, it's pretty shocking to me, I guess. It's pretty cool.
You won your national titles in Indy and Cali. Had you ever played here before?
No, I haven't. No, I mean, it was pretty sweet. I walked out there and I was like, dang, like, it's pretty sweet dome.
What sweeter is it, though, Brock, to get these records and get all these catches and wins now?
Oh, I know. The wins are huge. I mean, that's just the vibes are way better. And, we worked so hard throughout the whole offseason and during camp and throughout the season. I feel like we've been due. So it's been good.
Obviously, you don't need that much sleep if you're getting into the hotel after midnight the night before a new pickup.
Yeah, we a little adversity, but pay to play football. We're going to get up and get after it, no matter what we feel like and how we're feeling.
You said that maybe this was a little bit of a shock how well you have actually done this year. But what did you envision for yourself as a rookie?
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to put like goals like numbers and stuff. I just try to ask myself like, how can I help the team in the best way as I can, and just catching the ball when it comes to me. That's kind of what I try to think of, and because if you're setting like numbers goals, you're like, I got no clue what to expect coming from college to NFL. So, yeah, just trying to help the team.
Brock, even at the owners' meeting, Mark Davis talked about this team's fight and how there's just no quit in them. And what does it say about Antonio Pierce that you guys, every one of you could have laid down, but nobody has? You just keep fighting, scratching, and crawling.
Yeah, that's all the guys are about in the locker room. Hell, man, just a great group of guys, and I feel like the season didn't go the way anyone envisioned at the beginning of the year, but we just keep fighting, keep battling, and just so proud of all the guys. We've just been getting after it, just not thinking about the record.
You're obviously one of the younger guys on this team, if not the youngest guy on the team. When you see somebody like Amir Abdullah doing what he's doing at his age, at this stage in his career, how much inspiration is that for guys like yourself?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm kind of shocked, like being a running back, like he's been around a while, and you can take a lot of good things from him, taking care of your body wise, because it's a tough game with the body, and for him to do it for that long at his position is pretty impressive.
Did you have many people at this game, just knowing that it could be a landmark game?
No, they didn't plan on it. It was kind of far, so no.
And I know, you being your age, you must know all about Darren Waller's game and Puka Nacua, but how much did you know about Mike Ditka as a player before this started to come up?
Not a ton, honestly. Yeah, not a ton, I guess.
You just knew him as a coach for the 85 Bears or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much. But I also knew he played a little bit, so yeah.
Your former team's coming in Wednesday to go to a playoff game. What are your thoughts about Georgia in that game?
Hey, we got our second string quarterback coming in. He's first string now. He's the guy now. So see what they can do. But I have faith in him. See what happens.
How much talk with Mayer about that game? About Michael Mayer?
Oh, he's been trying to bet. I've been telling him I don't really want to steal his money. So yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
A tremendous performance by you today, again showing off some more mobility and just really your maturation as a quarterback. Would you talk about your growth, please?
I think just obviously every game is valuable, and the more I get to go through a week of practice with my teammates, with Scott, to hear what he's thinking, and then to get to execute throughout the week is puts us in a good position to perform well on Sunday. So obviously I just have a lot of great teammates around me that are performing at a high level that are making me look good.
When you go back to this spring and training camp. This was kind of the blueprint for you guys. Good third down offense, good third down defense, good play from the quarterback, run the ball.
Yep.
I know it's taken a little while, but how satisfying is it that you're able to kind of find that formula that you guys have drawn up?
Yeah, I guess better late than never for sure. We would have liked it obviously earlier in the year and to not go through the slump we did, but again, it's just we say week after week we have a resilient bunch of guys, and I'm sure it was probably harder for people to believe that when we were losing a lot of games, but now that we're winning a couple games, it definitely is showing.
Could you rehash how unusual yesterday was as a travel day, and to what extent that was? It didn't look difficult to overcome, but I mean, I know you guys are routine guys, so.
Yeah, for sure. It was pretty weird. When you leave on Saturdays for an away game, you're not used to going back home, and so I kind of got back home, and my wife and my dog both looked at me like, "What are you doing here?" So it was fun to be home for an extra couple hours, but last night was a late night and didn't get to bed till probably 1, something like that. So a lot later than I hope, but again, it says a lot about our guys. And I think really it was kind of funny when we came in this morning. It was really a lot of juice from a lot of guys that I think kind of saw it as a challenge and tried to just enjoy it.
But you went to bed less than 12 hours before kickoff. What time did you wake up?
I woke up at 8, something like, I think 8. Yeah. So yeah, still got ample sleep. It wasn't like no sleep, but not ideal. But we made it work.
The usual meetings at night and stuff.
Yeah, we did the meetings back. At the facility when we got back. So we had a little break and then went back for meetings and then took off.
Aidan, if you didn't know that Brock was a rookie, how long would you think that he had been playing in the league the way he's able to be kind of more than a security blanket for you?
Yeah, no doubt. I think definitely more than a security blanket. He's super impressive. He like you said, he looks like a vet out there, and he has that presence too. And that's just kind of how he is. He's calm. He's chill. It's hard to really get him to raise his voice over a couple decibels. So it's just been fun to have him, see his growth, and just a great job by him. And then I think obviously using him sometimes as a decoy as well to get other guys open. Think about Mike and how hard Mike works throughout the week and during the game to do all the dirty stuff, and those two just play so well off each other. Harrison as well. Really, it's just when you think about Brock and a great player like that, it makes me think about the other guys that are the supporting cast that don't get as much in the limelight. So super proud of all those guys.
In one game, he took down Mike Ditka, he took down Puka Nacua, he took down Darren Waller. In terms of records that he set today, what does that say about what he means to this team, what he means to you as a quarterback?
Yeah, I think consistency comes to mind. I think normally when you see a player who's consistent throughout the week, you can rely on him in the games, and he's very routine. He's normally I see him having breakfast around the same time every day, and just sticking to his routine and working hard to make sure his body feels right, his mind is right, and we ask tight ends to do a lot. I think tight end is one of the hardest positions to play. You got to learn a lot in the run game and in the pass game, and so super proud of him, and I just really can't say enough good things about the guy.
I'm going to assume Trey wasn't your first read on that touchdown throw in the back of the end zone. Where do you pick him up? I know you made some, you bought some time with your feet, but where do you pick him up in that sequence?
Yeah, he was late in the read, and was trying to get it to Brock and then to Mike, and then Trey out there kind of got left because of the route. It was really the route that Mike ran really captured the corner, and then Trey was able to get open out there. So again, that's just the details that Trey's going to get the touchdown, and he deserves it, but Mike's the one, doing the things right, doing the details right, and you can go play by play and really go through that. That's why football's so great.
In your head, do you know, okay, he's there, he'll be there, or do you pick him up visually?
That one I moved around a little bit and saw him. He was later in my read, so I saw him after I moved a little bit. But you have an idea, obviously, to go through your progressions and where you want to get to.
Aidan, 2 quick ones, but you are maturing as a quarterback the more reps you get. But, for example, Vinny just mentioned the read to Trey. There was a hot read on a blitz that you had, the movement. I'm just curious. You've really, this second half of the season, have grown. Will you talk about Scott Turner's influence on your game and how he's helped you, please? Yeah, it's been great to have him in the room, as I've said before, and just get to hear from his voice, what he's thinking on each play. And I think when you have the chemistry between, the play caller and the quarterback when he calls a play, really what we're looking for. And I think those discussions throughout the week have really been great, and they prepared me for Sunday. So Scott has put our entire offense in a great position, and all the other coaches as well working hard throughout the week to put the players in a good position. 10-game losing streak, this team could have quit, but you guys just kept fighting. Even Mark Davis mentioned at the owners' meeting the fact that you guys are still fighting. What does that say about AP and his leadership, that you guys have just stayed the course and been steady?
Yeah, it's impressive, obviously, to see guys still fighting. We definitely could have, thrown it in a long time ago and thrown in the towel, but, guys are just hungry. I think it speaks to, the locker room we have of players that want to play hard, that want to work hard, that want to, just go out there and try to win. And we've had some heartbreaking losses for sure, and I think it just is going to continue to fuel us.
On Brock, just circling back to him, when you consider that, he broke the rookie record of Mike Ditka in '61, so it's a 63-year-old record set by a Hall of Fame player. How does that make you view Brock's potential as a pro?
Yeah, I think it's pretty unlimited at this point. Really, I can't really see a ceiling, and I think most people would probably agree with me in that way. It's to do something in your first year. I played as a rookie. I know how hard it is, and to not just play but to exceed and then to set historic records is insane. And so, again, just a testament to him. And I think he definitely, just knowing him, is going to want to keep going and want to keep pushing. Good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Aidan.